Hello, this is Abigail Alkire, and I'm going to explain my design choices for my infographic. So my overall goal for this project was to make cooperatives more appealing than corporations. The first aspect I wanted to define was the color scheme. So I started with a green background because I thought it would remind the audience of things co-ops typically represent, like being conscious of the environment, recycling, just going green in general. Then I started thinking about what colors I actually see at the Moscow Food Co-op where I work. Most of their products that actually say co-op on them are green, purple, or yellow. So I wanted the color scheme to be similar, but I also wanted to subtly hint that co-ops were better, or so I thought, so I chose a dark orange to represent the corporation side. I think the yellow and orange stand out well against the green and also maintains a kind of neutral tone. This is a compare and contrast figure, so I arranged similar chunks of information next to each other as best I could. Information was further divided up into blocks. Some blocks, like the board of directors, do not line up perfectly, but both sides kind of meet up again at the advantages section. I use a lot of arrows to point to information that I want the audience to really pay attention to, and it also helps the eye flow down the image. I decided to use kind of black silhouette images because they stand out and are really easy to work with in PowerPoint, and they were easy to find also. For this section about owners and stockholders up here, I could have used a sort of proportional representation for how many shares someone has, and for that I would have made this shareholder right here larger than the rest because he has the most shares, but I thought it would kind of break up the square and really well-aligned theme I was going for, so I decided against it, but I still showed that he has the most representation in the company by kind of expanding him with arrows anyway. So as far as font, I wanted something that again might remind the audience of a co-op they've been in before, so I chose A.R. Delaney for the section titles and Baskerville Old Face for kind of the bulk text. Text inside of the little people silhouettes is Calibri, which stands out really well against the black figures and stands out from the rest of the text. I really like the look of all lowercase text as well because it's just more relaxed and casual and easier to read as opposed to all caps, which most people associate with kind of yelling or anger. And lowercase logos are actually really popular these days also. Anyway, I definitely used a size hierarchy for important information as well. Like in this corporate officer section, I kind of figured most people might have an idea or might actually know what a CEO is, but I still kind of explained it down below just to be sure. So overall, I wanted neutral tones and casual fonts and kind of blocky arrangement to show how I felt about corporations and cooperatives.